They're saying that Luna Classic could potentially hit $2 before the Bitcoin halving. Now, I don't know about you, but I do think that could be some very good news depending on whether or not you packed your bags after the huge crash that happened previously with Luna Classic, after the depegging of the Terra stablecoin. What's going on, everyone, and welcome to another episode of 2 Crypto News, where we give you detailed and updated information on the cryptocurrency space. Please make sure that you are liking as well as subscribing so that you can stay up to date on all 2 Crypto news and information as it becomes available. Today, we're going to start with the overall market cap of cryptocurrency. All right, so I do want to mention that there are over 2.4 million crypto projects. About 2020, 2021, there was only about 4,000. So this has jumped significantly since the last bull run. As of right now, the market cap is 2.64 trillion. We currently have about $109 billion in trading value, and the Bitcoin dominance is about 52% dominating the market right now. So it's primarily Bitcoin. Right now we are in 82, which is extreme greed. I do believe a couple of weeks ago we were at about 92 or some change. So we have dipped a little bit, but we still see money flowing into the market, which is also always a good thing. The next thing we're going to do is talk about Bitcoin.
Okay, Bitcoin is sitting at $69,108.47. It's up 10.47% over a 7-day period. As you can see, we're doing some consolidation, which is healthy for the coin. We're about how many days from the halving?
24.
24 days from the halving. And it's expected that up to and after the halving, of course, we'll have some consolidation here and there, that prices are expected to increase.
Yep. And the next thing we're going to do is go over the crypto bubbles. Now, as we can see, the market is having a red day. I would say there are a couple of projects that you can see that there's still money flowing into. We have Ajax, better known as Singularity, is up 10%. Litecoin, 6.5%. Sui is up 18%. And then we have a lot of other things like Algorand, we're down 1%, Gala down 4%. These aren't big numbers, people, because if we were looking on a week basis instead of a day basis, busting out the roof. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really just look at the day charts to see what's going on in the day, because money flows in and out of all of these projects regardless. But if we go to the week, as you can see, we have a bunch of things that are up within this week. We have Dogecoin up 46%, Mint 68%, Ondo 50%, Floki 29%. You see, and then we can go to the month. Boom, the bubbles get bigger. Sheeb is up 212% like we like. And so you gotta make sure that you're flipping through these different time periods to get an accurate depiction of where we are based upon the whole entire story, not just what's going on in the day. See what I'm saying?
Right. And I just want to talk briefly about Ajax, which is Singularity Net. That's one of the ones we called, and it continued to do numbers, and kind of happy about that project continuing to make strides in upward motion.
Absolutely. Now we're going to go over to a couple of articles that we do find that are interesting inside of the market. The first thing that we're going to talk about is Luna Classic's price prediction that we found on Crypto Ticker. They're saying that Luna Classic could potentially hit $2 before the Bitcoin halving. Now, I don't know about you, but I do think that could be some very good news depending on whether or not you packed your bags after the huge crash that happened previously with Luna Classic, after the depegging of the Terra stablecoin. So this is just some information that you may want to go over. The link will be inside of the bio. But as you can see, Luna Classic rose all the way up, and then it crashed significantly after the depegging, and now we are making some recovery. So I did read this article before now. They do say that it could potentially raise due to a lot of different features. There have been some upgrades to Terra Luna Classic that could account to this upward motion that we're seeing here. And then honestly, there's a couple of other things as well as the halving that could potentially go into place that could make Terra Luna Classic rise as well in price. So $2, I'm hoping that it does.
We would be taking profit, of course, but we wouldn't just abandon the project, because again, when we invest in projects, we tend to want to keep some investment in it over the long haul to just see how it does. But yep, in May 2022, That was an interesting time. I didn't have a lot of Luna at that time. I just had very few. And it was a very unfortunate event that happened. I think we have a video in our group of videos if you want to check it out. We did like a little overview of what happened during that time. And so at the time, though, I thought, we have some zeros in front of it. I think it was a good project. I think people may tend to want to continue to invest and march on this. So why not buy it? So I have a lot more than I had of Luna Classic. And so here's hoping that this project continues to make strides and move into a good position, because again, hopefully it will help out some of the people who lost a lot of money during the time in May 2022 when it crashed and UST depegged.
All right, so the next article that we're going to talk about is KUCOIN. So the U.S. Department of Justice charges KUCOIN. Reported by The Block, the Department of Justice lodged charges against crypto exchange KUCOIN and two of its founders, alleging they violated anti-money laundering laws. Now, the DOJ unveiled this indictment on Tuesday against KUCOIN and two of its founders. So the indictment said that KUCOIN deliberately avoided U.S. AML and KYC regulations by falsely representing that it had no U.S. customers, when in truth, KUCOIN had a substantial U.S. customer base. The government claims KUCOIN allowed its platform to be used for laundering over $9 billion. So this is huge news for KUCOIN, and I do believe that the SEC is suing because of the supposed alleged lies that KUCOIN said that there was no U.S. holders on this exchange. Now, I do know that KUCOIN has recently blocked the IP addresses of some or all U.S. citizens. In order for you to actually use KUCOIN, you would have to be in one of the countries that it has approved its use, because it is no longer functioning here in the United States. So this is big news, and it's something that we're going to be looking closely at in the near future on whether or not they will ever be able to do business in the U.S. again, or if they're going to suffer some consequences from the U.S. Department of Justice charging them.
Right. So in my mind, I'm thinking the DOJ is saying, hey, you are allowing U.S. customers to utilize your exchange. Therefore, you have to follow our rules. And if you do not follow our rules, then, hey, we're coming for you. And so I could probably see even more crackdown of anybody who could potentially be utilizing any U.S. citizen that could potentially be utilizing KUCOIN. Hopefully not, right? That there'd be even more clampdowns on their use of KUCOIN. But as KUCOIN, the website states very clearly, and when you try to access their platform, it clearly states that no, you cannot, if you're a U.S. citizen, you cannot utilize KUCOIN, which I'm glad that the United States in some instances do try to get some authority over some of these exchanges that U.S. citizens are allowed to use, because okay, they can just disappear, run off, and then there goes all of our investment, right? So in my mind, I'm thinking that it is good that the U.S. powers that be are doing what they're doing in terms of investigating certain exchanges, because it just keeps us more safe. Right. But I will say that KUCOIN is one of the platforms that has the coins that would have recently emerged onto centralized exchanges, and it's not too costly to buy those coins on their exchanges. So here's hoping that in the future, as we have more adoption, that KUCOIN will be a platform that U.S. citizens are allowed to use.
I like that. I like how you ended that. I really do. So with that being said, is there anything else you want to talk about?
All I have on my end is be ready. Mass adoption is coming, and let our channel help you do that. Be ready.
Yep, and please make sure that you are liking as well as subscribing to stay up to date on all 2 crypto news. Much love. Peace.